We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from High River Sauces, it is Thunder Juice. Tequila infused hot sauce. Now, I'm not a big fan of tequila, but happily, I don't get a lot from this. So, mushroom cloud of flavor and heat. We have tequila infused peppers with blueberries and peaches to make a full-bodied sauce on the wild side. Explosively hot and addictive. All right, to the ingredients. We have apple cider vinegar, chocolate bootla peppers. We have Carolina Reaper pepper. We have fatali. We have peaches, we have blueberries, we have, looks like raspberries, brown sugar, ginger root, scorpion pepper powder, habanero infused tequila, lemon juice, and garlic. A lot of stuff in here, very complex sauce, or it should be. My read on this sauce is, you can see it's got this sort of brownish hue to it. My read on this is, I think the expectation would be that it is more fruity than the reality here. And what really kind of comes through on this for me, definitely you got these explosive eyes. This is a very punchy sauce. What comes through, I think, for me more is the aspect of the fatalities and the scorpion to a degree where you got some bitterness to it, and not quite floral, but it's a very curious sauce. You can see it's a pretty thick. Well, I shouldn't say it's thick. It clumps. It comes out in clumps. You can see it sliding back down there. You can see it's clumping here. Let's try to level it out here a little bit. And I've shaken this bottle, not on camera, but a number of times since I've gotten it out. Just for this video. It actually has a very sort of Malay-ish look to it here. And you can see little bits of, well, I assume are blueberries or raspberries there. It's got a interesting sort of, there is a touch of berries there, but there's also a bit of that floral aspect I was talking about, and I'm assuming that's more from the fatalities, but it sort of has that super hot odor to it. And when you use super hots in a sauce, they always sort of have a distinctive smell. So definitely there's a little bit of lemon in there. Definitely there's an undercurrent of fruit along with that as well. So, all right, let's get into this. It's a sourness. Oh boy. An astringency, and then there's a bitterness. Very pulpy. A little gritty from the seeds. And there is sort of a... I'm not a fan of tequila. It doesn't really read, but it does sort of read like there's a little bit of alcohol in there. Some sort of spirit, anyway. And I like this to a degree, but there's a lot of things that I find a little bit unfavorable too. So High River has certainly made a lot of really, I think they make fascinating sauces. It's not the same thing as me thinking they make sauces that I think are great. And I'm not going to take anything away from Seabury and the crew over there, but to me, they're more fascinating. They're more interesting. I've talked about this before. Salsa, they're more interesting than ones that you can kind of glom onto and have as sort of a comfort thing. But all right. So what we have here today, one of the places that I think berries and so on shine is with meats. I should probably talk about this. It says that there are peaches in here, but if I tasted this sauce blindfolded, I could not tell you that there was peaches in it. They don't read at all. Peach is a really subtle flavor if you don't make it the star, I think, and it definitely isn't here. But what we have here is a bone-in pork chop that I did on the Foreman grill, just salt, pepper, bone-in pork chop. Trying to see if I can, and I got some okay grill marks on it, but part of the problem I have with the Foreman's is I like them, but they don't ever really seem to go hot enough. One of the things that I have some issue with. So, all right, let's throw it on. Oh, gotta be careful with this sauce. See, I've got a lot on there. This is actually more than I meant to use. All right. So I didn't trim this before grilling it. I should have. But I don't, as you guys have seen in my other videos, assuming you watched them all, and you should watch them all, that I'm not a big fan of animal fat as such here, so get that in here. Alright. Alright, yeah, this is done just the way I like it. The berries really come through here. I think this would actually, honestly, probably be a touch better if you put it on steak. The red meat. I don't eat a lot of red meat, but I'll tell you, I do like red meat and berries together. I think that's a fantastic combination. And if there's a fruit that comes through here, it is more the berries, I think, than anything else. This is good. It's cutting some of the bitterness out a little bit here. Definitely getting a nice heat charge out of this. This is a pretty punchy sauce. But what we have? 4. Yeah, we have 4 super hots in this, so I would imagine. Man, it's really good in this setting. The thing with its somewhat astringent nature, though, is I think that works better with lighter meats. More so than darker ones. But I think the opposite would be true with this. It would be better, I think, with the red meat. As it is. Definitely not bad here, though. Pretty okay burn to it. This one took me a while to, I think, kind of get a handle on. And that's what I run across with the sauces I find to be fascinating or interesting. As it just takes me a little bit to pick up on where they're not naturally a slam dunk. You know, you have to kind of fish around with different foods a lot to find where they fit in. This one I think I'm still going to test. I might do some burgers or some cube steak or something like that with these. Try that out. Cube steak I think would be really interesting. I try not to eat a lot of red meat. I don't eat a lot of red meat. So, but I am going to get some of that down the line and give this a shot. See how it goes there. But, yeah, very, very solid bit of punch to this. Very decent burn. It's a sauce, I think, ultimately, though, that I like but I don't love, which I think is probably the case for most of the High River stuff, if I'm being honest. But this one I hadn't tried yet. I think it's one of the few from their line I haven't tried yet. And definitely well worth a go. I'll just leave it at that. So there it is, the High River Sauces Thunder Juice. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.